Hi guys,
Hi everyone.
my name is Guillermo Bongini, also known as Will, because it's very hard to pronounce my name, I understand. I've been modeling for just 1 year now, same as Valentine. I've done commercial, editorial and fashion, and I'm located in Sydney.
My name is Valentin. You can call me Val because it's really hard to pronounce it. Now I'm living in Sydney and I've been doing some modeling for almost a year since the new. I've been doing some fashion, commercial and editorial.
I'm from Italy, as you may tell from the way I speak, and Valentine is from France.
I said it.
You said it? Okay, I didn't say that was right.
Hello, my name is Avery and I'm a model based in New York City. My Instagram is 000Avery and my TikTok is the same. I'm from the US. I haven't been modeling for too long. Two of my, I'd say, favorite achievements modeling thus far probably include being a part of Loring's September Fashion Week presentation in 2022 and being a part of Prisca Vera's runway show in February Fashion Week of this year. Those brands were great to work with. I feel so lucky to have been included in their shows, and I really hope to definitely slay more runways in the future.
My name is Luna. I go by @LunaZNDR on Instagram. I am half German, half Ethiopian. I've been modeling for 4.5 years now. I do a lot of beauty modeling, commercial, editorial. I've worked with brands like Detail, Revlon.
Hi everyone, I'm Music. I go by the.music with 3 C's on Instagram. I am African American from PG County, Maryland, the DMV.
Amen.
Gotta rep. I've been modeling for about 2 years. I've modeled for Lancome and L'Oreal. I've also been doing commercial modeling. Since we go to SCAD, we've been doing a lot of editorials.
I'm Jeong Park. I'm 22 years old, Korean. I'm a fashion model, commercial model, and actor. I've been in modeling professionally since 2017. I've done things such as Philippine Fashion Week, Seoul Fashion Week, Bench Fashion Week, Puma Fashion Show. I've also featured in Vogue Philippines.
Hi, my name is H.E.R. I'm German, half Filipino, 23 years old, and new to the model game.
What's up, I'm Lee. Been modeling for about 7 years now. I'm half American, half Filipino. Do a lot of runway, commercial work, print ads, anything really.
Hey yo, what's up? My name is Jamie Daniel. I'm 21 years old, half Belgian, half Filipino, and I've been modeling since I was 16, so yeah.
Okay. I think that this one is very powerful because like we can see some wind making her dress moving like into the left. So not only the model is Filipino, we can see some Filipino landscapes. It's a mix of both and I really like that.
Yeah, it's definitely very powerful and beautiful image. And the model is gorgeous. She's beautiful. I love her dress. Her dress looks amazing. It reminds me like a shell. Even oyster as well.
I do know what you mean, but yeah.
Like a Filipino version of Mona Lisa. You're from France, so
okay. Yeah, I know what you
Mona
mean.
Lisa was made in Italy and then in France.
Yeah, okay, I could agree.
Outfit is so cool. I haven't seen this photo. The photo is so nice. Oh, the model is nice. The place is so nice as well. Like they're taken to a voyage through the Philippines, through major island.
Like the posing is pretty.
Yeah.
Like it's just cute. Oh yes, serve. It looks like the corals in like
The ocean. Yeah. It's messing with my brain because I don't know if like there's wind or if that's how it's made.
The composition overall, like this entire magazine cover, like coming from a creator standpoint and a modeling standpoint, like it's very aesthetically pleasing to look at, but I feel like it's very done before. It doesn't scream Philippines to me. Like yeah, you're on a Filipino island, but
Yeah, but what about this is...
What about the says Philippines?
It's very calm and safe. I feel like it's more focused on the wardrobe, but also the traveling aspect.
This was the first issue that Vogue released. We all went to the Vogue event.
Yeah.
And this was the first issue that they released. It was nice to see them debut it, and it was cool.
Looks like a dress. What is it?
What she's wearing, her dress, like suits the color of the water and
Yeah, it's all neutral colors. Yeah. But
even her skin tone is like...
Yeah, I like the water and like the dress flows as well. Makes it look unique, makes it look different. Because like it looks like she would be wearing nothing, but like the dress just like kind of wraps around.
Oh wow, this is sick. It's just beautiful framing. First of all, she looks amazing. And she's got like so much I mean, I guess you could say she just looks like she's just sitting there, but it's like with such an emotion to it. Like she's not just sitting there. She's feeling it. She's feeling the moment. She's feeling like the nature around her. It all like brings you in. Stunning color palette as well. It feels like setting forth on like a new moment, which is exactly what it is.
Oh, I instantly thought of, you know, the blue and red illusion where you have the sunglasses and it looks like,
Yeah.
yeah, it comes at you.
I like it.
It's bold, and I think this is what we were talking about with colors. Even though you only see like one kind of
Hue?
yeah, the color just screams at you. Let's get into the hair. I like it.
You don't like it?
No, I like it.
Oh, okay. I was just about to be like, it's spiky.
No, I like it.
Can we swear on that? I like it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Yeah, it's the collarbone for me.
I was just gonna say
It's the
way that she's
collarbone.
just, it just pops out at you.
Yeah, honestly,
Gorgeous.
I'm happy that they didn't put like jewelry.
I like
I
how
like it.
barefaced she is. The pose. It's so powerful. Like, the model is doing exactly what this concept is meant. She looks relieved, but at the same time, she looks like tense. Does that make sense? This is how English teachers want us to analyze books.
And we don't do it.
And we're just
We
like,
don't do
no.
October.
Oh, I like that one.
I like October. October, I like the reds.
I love
Yeah,
that.
me too as well.
And her skin tone kind of gets
Yeah.
drowned out with the red. Interesting.
Should we read those two, the text?
In the skin we're in. I don't know.
I don't know, but it's like a good thing because of the red, black, and then like she's Asian, I would say.
Yeah. But
I don't know, it suits.
flows together because her skin tone's well, and like it kind of gets drowned out by all the light, which is nice.
Wait, is she putting her arm up?
Yeah, she has her arm completely shaved.
You can see she's doing kind of movement, so I guess she can be a dancer or she could be a ballet, I'd say. An amazing model. She's looking very good in my opinion. And also I really like the contrast of red and pink we can see, so the luminosity is also really good.
A very powerful image, like the red, bold, dark, very sensual. Like you said, yeah, she's definitely dancing. This part of the neck is a bit weird, isn't it?
I agree. Like the
Yeah,
only part I
wrinkles.
don't like, I'd say, it looks a bit weird, but the rest was good.
If we have to complain.
Sheesh. I like it. I love it. It's like a really cool high editorial shoot. The facial expression of the model is so nice. I love it. And also, it says ginhawa. I think the meaning of ginhawa in English is comfort. Based on what I remember, it makes me comfort. And it's more on relief. I love it.
Oh, it's from Ballet Philippines. This is stunning. This is just sick. Breath, movement, and the skin we are in. That's exactly what this cover feels like. It feels like it's like, love it. First of all, I'm just a sucker for like such a color block moment like this. I think it's really beautiful light work and really beautiful framing. I love the way that her eye contact is reaching us. This draws you in. I don't feel like a lot of US covers are taking this route. I've seen a lot of other Vogue publications do so, but US Vogue doesn't really do like these like highly saturated moments. Just like glamour and beauty and art. It's just like, this is giving that.
Now, this is giving...
Stop. Wait.
Listen, I have nothing bad to say, all right? But I'm just saying, like, from just the, like, first, it's very American Eagle. Like,
You know what it gives me? Pocahontas. That's what it gives me. It gives me something that the US did.
17-year-old Alexa, okay. Waves the Philippine flag proudly in the global tennis stage. See, now why don't you show her doing that?
Yeah.
You know, I feel like just showing a picture of her in like a sweater, like, because I wouldn't know what she did and the influence that she's had just based off of this image,
Yeah,
you know?
And I feel like if you're gonna put her with a sweater, at least like the angle was not the best.
Very boring
It's
for such a
bland.
like big impactful person. Like, this
Yeah.
girl is like, she is the it girl right now. But I don't feel like they're like necessarily showing her, her itness.
The itness is not itting.
She's really pretty though. Like, I feel like this would be like a great commercial picture.
It's very simple.
Yeah, it's very simple. That I was
That's
thinking
what
that
the
too.
sweatshirt.
Like her hair is slicked down.
Yeah, little of a breeze.
Yeah, colors are very
Yeah.
brought down, minimalist.
And it's like more of a close up.
This isn't an editorial shoot. This is just more of a simple,
Yeah.
bare minimum shoot. I feel like they probably got this shot in maybe like 30 minutes. Probably like
Yeah.
they didn't spend too long on this shot. Don't know where they took it, but she's very Filipino. I like that.
Even for such a simple framing, it's still so like serene, and there's just like an essence coming out of the image. Like, it's like a feeling still, even though it's more simple than the others. She's a tennis player. I think it's really like in essence just like power and like serenity in this image. It's really great.
The cover is very simple, but it both have simplicity and uniqueness. I love the angle that they use. On the cover, it says rarity. I guess she did something proud to the Philippines. because I'm not sure about the model that they use here, but I really love the angle and the outfit over here. It's so unique.
I'd say this one is way more minimalist and simple. Maybe it's sending us the message that we can find some beauty or some art in really simple and minimalist things, which I really like.
The model looks very young.
Yeah.
If we didn't see those few hairs like kind of moving, it would be a very static image. But because of those light breeze, I think it's beautiful. And if you include the light breeze with the texture of her jumper, just like it's amazing.
I think that shows it's all about details, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Ann Curtis is so fine. I did my first commercial here in the Philippines. It was actually like my first job with Ann Curtis for Jollibee. She's super nice in person, but I love the black and white.
It looks like an art.
Yeah, it's very close.
Yeah.
It's like a very close-up shot.
Black and white, huh?
Yeah, the
And I
makeup
like
look-
the greenish Vogue letters.
Yeah, the teal. It's
Yeah.
it's a nice touch of color. Dark lipstick. Ann Curtis, if you see this, I love you. I'm never gonna stop loving you.
Oh, I know this woman. Her name is Ann Curtis, very famous actress. And I really like her. Her acting is so nice. And even though it's tie shot, like she still looks so beautiful. Like her feature is so nice.
Love it. And it looks like they've done an inspiration of another cover.
I think it could be
1950s.
Yeah, I would say the same, 50s, 60s maximum. If I wouldn't know it's from like a Filipino Vogue cover, I couldn't guess she's Filipina, you know. I could have said she's like for American Vogue. And makes me think a bit of, you know, Marilyn Monroe or something like this. I don't know if it really highlights the Filipino culture or it's not what I expected. But anyway, I do like it.
Yeah, obviously, it's beautiful.
This is such a nice, like, such a sick, just like a really beautiful, smart reference to those old Vogue covers, because that's immediately what I thought of. Looking at this image, I was like, oh, it's so giving like early Vogue, like 50s Vogue covers when they would do like these really sexy makeup looks. And it was just like, oh, it's so cute. It's stunning because it's like obviously using the iconography of Vogue, which is like referencing itself, which is always a lovely thing to do when you've got such a long running publication.
Oh, I'm feeling something creeping, but it's not like.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I like it, but I feel like something's throwing me off. Maybe it's just the color of
The Vogue. Yeah.
Like I feel like, oh, that would have been a beautiful red.
Yeah.
Modeling wise, I have no comments because it's like such a simple pose.
Yeah.
No, overall, I think that it's a nice cover. Like I would pick it up and I would look at the.
Oh, it's H.E.R. I love her song Come Through. It inspired me a lot, even though it's a song. It's inspiring me as a model. I love the cover and it says that she's a Filipino-American Grammy and Oscar winner. Oh, I didn't know that she's a Filipino. Okay, that's interesting. As I can see in the cover, I feel like one of the piece is from the designer Randor, which I've been worked before. His clothes and his design is so unique. I love it.
Her? It's her! Bro, I love this.
Of course it's her.
That's such a smart play on words. Her story.
Oh
Yeah. Fellow American Grammy and Oscar winner who travels all the way back to Cabanatuan, Philippines to reconnect with her roots. I have no feedback.
Honestly,
I'm in love with how beautiful she is. Her hair is gorgeous.
yeah.
The composition is beautiful. The pose is beautiful. The clothes is beautiful. Like,
It captures her in a different light too. You only recognize her if she has glasses on. So that's why when we were like, oh, her. Oh!
I'm loving seeing the like Filipino representation though throughout
Yeah,
all of the models
all
on
of
the
the-
covers. Like
Mhm.
so far they've only used Filipino actresses. I mean,
Yeah.
models.
I think when it comes to representation, they choose people from the Philippines that represent the community and think that that might be enough to capture it all. But as somebody who's not from the Philippines, like if I was to see it, I wouldn't think it's from the Philippines.
This is so fire. I didn't know her is Filipino American. This is just beautiful. I love the movement in the shot. I love the framing of it. I love how the tulle is like cascading in front of the Vogue title because it's like she's like holding it and like bringing it down. Like it's like Vogue. I could wish that maybe her shoes were in it. She looks like she's like shooting up into space. Like I feel like I should see something down there maybe.
I like this one. I think what I understand from this cover, because they were saying also her story, so I guess it's also like showing kind of power in her femininity. You're kind of driving to the photo, like from what she's holding like this.
Yeah.
So I really like that.
You don't see that it's touching the ground. It's almost like
True.
flying in the sky like an angel.
Yeah, it's pretty much that actually. Yeah.
I don't see much Filipino culture here. I might be wrong, but it's beautiful. Maybe I don't know much about the Filipino culture. For what I know, is this image is being more basic, more international. But I still love it. What do you think?
I totally agree with you. You can't really see the Filipino part inside that, but it might be the most artistic so far.
You know what? This dress, those buttons with the whole, it reminds me the curtains so by IKEA.
Oh, I like that.
I guess that's my favorite.
Yeah.
You like this?
Yeah.
February's nice.
Especially with the white and the blue background. It seems like she's in the sky.
It's got like a flow. It's like,
Yeah.
I describe that as like a flow look. But yeah, I don't know
She's
how
like
long.
wearing something more formal.
Like I would describe it like breezy flow. Like it's
Mhm.
very nice. The white's minimalist with a blue background. Looks good. Her story. What do you think her story is?
I know. Maybe she's high in the sky. Damn.
I don't know about this one. I'd say there's a big contrast between the black on the bottom and the really light colors on the top, like the blue and white.
Yeah,
So they're playing a lot with the contrast. I don't know. I like it.
I like the two models. I think they are amazing. I like also the way they differ between each other. I think one is more like feminine, more like traditional, while the other one has a more of a like even haircut or style, more aggressive.
Also, interesting thing is that one of them is wearing a swimsuit and the other one like a long dress. So maybe it kind of says like whatever your outfit is or what it shows from your body.
Yeah,
There's always a beauty inside that. So
yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
thought.
I like the relationship that you can see.
They look happy together. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the one in the bikini, she looks a little uncomfortable. I think her butt must have been a little warm because it's
Maybe
hot
that's
in
how
the
she's
Philippines.
supposed to look. Maybe that's like the difference in their personalities. She's, the clingy one.
Oh.
And she's the, I'm just laid back and let her do her thing,
Oh, I like that.
The International Women's Month is March. The cover have two female models. They're part of a new generation of a model with Filipino roots. Oh, okay, they're new generation. But their pose and their emotions so nice. I love it.
It's like more of a,
This
of
is
a
an LA.
vacation
Yeah, it's
or
like an LA kind of vacation kind of look.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shot, it probably didn't take long. It's not editorial, so it's just more lifestyle.
she's like going for a swim in the sea and then.
It definitely was a wicked summer for sure.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
I want to know where the location is because that's a nice beach. Though. Black brings them out because the color in the background. So
They are both pretty.
yeah, they look good. They look happy together. She looks like a Ana de Armas. Yeah. That's your girl. That's your girl. You know Ana de Armas.
No.
This is beautiful. I love the texture on the bottom part of like the water. It looks like it's like oil slick almost. They just look very comfortable and sexy, and I think that's something that we should aspire to put more on magazines. Also, I just love like the intimacy of their moment. Like it's like a very like real pose to me. It doesn't just look like they're like, I do feel like it would have been cool if the Vogue title wasn't blue like the sky. Like I kind of wish they chose a color pop that would have been complimentary, but again, just being nitpicky because these have all been really lovely.
Oh, I saw this cover and it's the most iconic cover that ever I seen from Vogue Philippines. And I also heard about this woman, the tribal tattooist, and she's the oldest tribal tattooist in the world. Based on what I remember, 106 years old. H.E.R, one of the best model in the world. She even shared on the IG story of this cover. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Now this is what we're looking I've been waiting for this. Oldest tribal tattooist of this form, which dates back to pre-colonial Philippines. Damn! She's the oldest cover model to ever grace any edition of Vogue Magazine worldwide. Making history, I see.
This is what we're talking about, color, culture, community, all in one.
It is, like, the composition is beautiful. Like, she looks stunning, but you're not taking away from her natural beauty and you're, like, highlighting her, like, tattoos, which is, like, the most important part of her journey and the reason why this is such an, like, impactful cover.
We got for April.
Oh,
April, I like
yeah.
this.
I saw that.
It went in a different direction.
The tattoos and stuff.
Yeah. Like, how old is she? Like, in her 100s. I think 106, right?
I like this because like it shows the art and beauty of the Philippines. Like she's like a staple, and like I know a lot of friends that like have gotten tattoos by her. It is very special to get something tattooed by her. It's like a very awesome tradition here in the Philippines with like the stick and poke tattoo. If you guys were to get a tattoo by her, like what would you guys get?
You probably in the back.
Like her, just full of dots.
Tribal.
Yeah, tribal.
I'm glad that they actually used her for a cover.
Mhm.
That's what I want. Is something that's like
Authentic.
shows the true beauty of the Philippines.
Yeah.
So such a great person to put on like something of a beauty issue, because that's it. I believe I saw this cover on Twitter when it was circulating, but I wasn't sure of like the details. She ate the girls up too. She looks amazing. Like such strength and like peacefulness in her pose. It's like she knows everything, and she probably does.
Ooh.
April 2023.
I can already say it's my favorite one. First, it's really exceptional because we are not used to see some models that are that old.
This is also the type of girls you like, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
of course.
I'm gonna keep my grandmother away from him.
No, I'd say the skin and the tattoos, and I can see more of the Filipino culture this time.
Beautiful. It's so powerful that it gives such a strong message that it has an impact in you. This is probably what I'm more expecting from the Filipinos.
Same, yeah. Don't want to have any stereotypes here, but it was what I was expecting the most because
You see those colors, well, before I say tropical and fruits, and see all those colors.
I think it's the one that tells them more about their culture,
Yeah.
which is why it's the most interesting one for me.
I don't know. I think we were still kind of like learning our identity, so like we didn't know where to go in what direction. Like, so I feel like they didn't want to make like too big of a bang because it's their first issue, you know. So like they're still like figuring everything out. I don't want to see them go too commercial. I want to see more in the future, but for like just starting out, you know, like it's just nice to have Vogue.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not Filipino, so I could not tell you whether or not that represents Filipinos in proper light or in a deserved light, but I think that just gave me such an insight to Philippine culture. I think it definitely told me a story about Filipino fashion identity and like what point of view the Philippines are taking in terms of fashion and social issues and what stories they want to tell. I think that became very clear to me from these Vogue covers.
Honestly, I think the last one with that beautiful woman, that one ate down. And I think that's what I expected from majority of them.
Me too.
Maybe not to like the highest regard, but kind of like going with that. I think they all did what the artist envisioned and what they needed to do, but maybe like a little bit more like what the last one gave us.
I just wanted to see more like patterns, more beaches, like integration of what the Philippines actually is. Showing the beauty in the ugly. Like I lived in the Philippines for 6 years. It's literally one of the most beautiful countries I've ever had the privilege of living in. I feel like if I was Filipino, I would want to see myself represented for who I really am.
Yeah.
And not just the glamorized like
makeup done,
West-
like everything, like
showing the real essence of what the Philippines is what this magazine needs.
Since it's a Vogue Philippines, I really expect that they will show a lot of things about Filipino culture, Filipino roots. As what I expect, I really saw a lot of things in the covers. Like I can feel and I can see the Filipino culture. It was wonderful.
Yes and no. The last one, yes.
Yeah, the last one just like it. Sorry, guys. For me, yes, because I think it was a bit silly for me to think that to see all of those colors, because probably Philippines is not just about that. It's just like a regular country like many others, but obviously a beautiful country. So the last cover, that's amazing. I can definitely see Filipino in that.
I'd say my expectations were met the most with the last one. However, it could also be the one that is the most stereotyped.
Yeah.
You know, because we can see straight away
Yes,
she's Filipina, the tattoos like this, and all the Filipino outfits, you know. So we can straight away see the Filipino culture, but maybe in some way the other cover shows a more modern version of the Filipino.
For personal preference, I would say October 2022. It's just too fire to not love, as well as December 2022, just because I love a reference and I'm a vintage girly, and that's just how you do a reference in fashion. It just feels so classic, but they modernized a really classic cover. I just love it. As well as April 2023, stunning. I think it's breathtaking. I think it's a beautiful shot. I think it's beautiful framing, lighting. I think it highlights her beauty so well, and I think it really tells the story of the Philippines.
I would say like the red one.
That was October.
Yeah.
What about you? February. Yeah, I love February as well. It was unique. It's nice flow.
Feels like you're free.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Anne Curtis December. I liked that close-up look. She's gorgeous. But I'm also a big fan of the first one. It's also the same, like flow, easygoing, elegant. I think we're all just happy that Vogue's here in the Philippines. We have like a platform to use for fashion. It's just nice that we have an outlet to express that the world can see. Hopefully we all get to be on the cover of Vogue one day. Vogue, if you see this.
Hey, scout us. Scout us.
The last
one.
because of the culture, the significance,
Yeah.
overall, the like composition and
checklist.
everything. Like it has purpose and it has meaning. But her,
Oh.
like the her shoot,
She ate
like,
down.
as a model, like the clothes, like the
I think-
flowiness.
I think my favorite one was the last one. But I also enjoyed the red, the screaming one.
the one with the spiky hair.
The spiky hair. I think that one grabbed my attention the quickest.
The last one, as a model, it's so iconic. Other covers are so nice as well, but the Apo Whang-Od showed the iconic feeling of the model, and it also shows the Filipino culture and the Filipino roots.
I think we both agree on this.
Yeah, the last one for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the most powerful one.
It's the most different.
Yeah, and it's also really exceptional because she's the oldest model that shot with Vogue.
It really shows where the modeling industry is reaching a point where it's like much more open to different things. Like before we see very slim models, now we're open to anyone. The more different you are, the better.
Absolutely agree. I think you cannot say that whatever your age is or I don't know, your morphology, whatever,
Yeah,
you can be a model. There's a beauty inside everyone. So that's a good message.
agree.